Hello guys, this is What About Nintendo, and today I'm here to talk about 5 things that I am hyped for in the Nintendo Switch version of Wolfenstein Youngbloods. So let's get right on into it. So guys, Wolfenstein Youngbloods is just about 1 week away, coming out next Friday, and there's a lot of reasons to be hyped about this game. So let's get into my first one, and that is I'm just hyped because how good Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus was on the Nintendo Switch. I know Wolfenstein is a old series, and it's one of the first-person shooter series and one of the longest lasting series. However, I've never played it until I played Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus on the Nintendo Switch. And I thought that game was absolutely incredible. I thought the gameplay was fantastic. I thought the gunplay was great. I thought the level design was awesome. The boss design was great. The music was great. It just hit all the right notes for a first-person shooter. It did definitely remind me a lot of Doom in a way, made by the same people, though it was less platform-based than Doom, but it was still very fun, and overall it was just a very good first-person shooter. And so I'm expecting nothing less for Wolfenstein Youngblood on the Nintendo Switch, and if that game hits anywhere near as good as Wolfenstein 2, it's gonna be a great game. But this game does more than Wolfenstein 2 does, or at least it does some things differently than that game, and the first of those is my second reason I'm hyped, which is the fact that this game is going to have co-op. Co-op is something I super appreciate in shooters. Actually, I'm a big fan of Halo. I've played I think pretty much every Halo game, but one of the things I loved the most was playing co-op in campaign. I loved the local co-op. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have local co-op. I really wish it did, but it does have online 2-player co-op, so I can play this game with my friend, which is not a thing in Wolfenstein 2. Number 3, this game is supposed to be more open-ended than any other Wolfenstein game. According to Bethesda, this game will be, and I quote, the most open-ended Wolfenstein experience to date. While I don't think they fully explained what they mean by that, I think it's safe to assume that they mean bigger, more open levels, and doing levels out of order. Wolfenstein 2 was a fairly linear game, at least in the beginning, but it did eventually open up and allow you to start doing missions in different orders. You didn't have to do them all in just one order. You could go out and do any mission you pleased towards the latter half of the game, and I suspect that that is going to be the case for most, if not all, of Youngbloods. We also know that the ways you get stronger are a little bit different in this game. This game has levels up. It has exploration where you can find different weapons and things, and as well as other things like cosmetics and things like that, which were in Wolfenstein 2. You could find like little notes and different little collectibles, but it seems they're going a step further, so it makes sense with that more open-ended nature that the exploration is going to be a little bit more, with more things to find. Number 4 is actually graphics. This is something that I'm excited for the Switch version of Wolfenstein Youngbloods specifically. Wolfenstein 2 was definitely a showcase for the system, at least as far as third-party ports go. It's incredible how good that game looks for the Switch compared to, how powerful the Switch is. The fact that the game looks as good as it does is amazing, and it runs very well, at least, in terms of when you're thinking about mobile hardware. Even at launch, the game looked and ran very well for the system, and they had patches later down the road, assumedly from working on Youngbloods for Switch, that made the game look and run even better. And that game wasn't even built with the Switch in mind. It was ported pretty much at the very end of development to the Nintendo Switch. This is coming out day and date with the system and has a much longer time for them to optimize it while they're actually creating the game. So I'm very curious about how this game stacks up to the PS4, Xbox One, PC versions of the game, and how it compares to Wolfenstein 2 on the Nintendo Switch. And number 5 is actually the pricing of the game. This game is definitely on the cheaper side at only $30, and since I am lucky enough to still have my Best Buy Gamers Club unlocked, for at least until November, I get the game for only $24 plus tax. So this is an absolute steal. Now I do imagine this game is probably smaller than a typical Wolfenstein game, but I played Wolfenstein 2 for over 15 hours and didn't beat it even close to 100% or do a second playthrough in the harder difficulty. I did get through all of the campaign, but I did not find all the collectibles or anything like that. So for a shooter, I think this game is probably going to be 10 to 15 hours for 100%, and it probably has reasons for you to play through multiple times, as I do with pretty much anything. All first-person shooters, I usually end up playing through multiple times if I really enjoy them. Halo, I can't tell you how many times I played through Halo 2's campaign, so it definitely seems like there's going to be some meat here, and for $30, I think it's going to be a great price. Plus, with all the games coming out on the Switch, a $30 game is definitely welcome in the sea of $60 Switch exclusives that I'm needing to buy. A $30 game is like, thank you, my wallet thanks you, Bethesda. Yeah, guys, those are the reasons that I am hyped for Wolfenstein Youngbloods on the Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure if I'll get it day one, since it does unfortunately launch at the same time as Fire Emblem on the Nintendo Switch, but I will definitely be picking this up as soon as possible, and I think I'm going to really enjoy it. But I'm sure all you guys have your own reasons for being hyped, so let me know what those are down in the comments below. Also, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell icon for notifications of all my videos so you're not going to miss out on my eventual live Let's Play of Wolfenstein Youngblood and other Nintendo content down the line. Also, make sure to share this video with everyone you know is hyped for Wolfenstein Youngbloods. And I'll see all you awesome people later on What About Nintendo. Bye.